back to That Horror Couple. Happy holidays.
Ho, ho, to the mother frickin' ho.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and it wouldn't be Christmas without us revisiting slasher classic, Silent Night, Deadly Night.
The film that caused a ruckus.
Yeah, a bunch of picketing, you know, with their what is it called? Picketing?
It's called a ruckus. They caused a, remember Breakfast Club? I heard a ruckus.
I heard a ruckus. Could you describe this ruckus, sir?
Can you describe this ruckus, sir? Oh, it was a ruckus.
Yes, it was. And we're here to talk all about it today.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Let's talk about the ruckus.
Let's do it. Little Billy witnesses his parents getting killed by Santa after being warned by his senile grandpa that Santa punishes those who are naughty. Now Billy is 18 and out of the orphanage and has just become Santa himself. Directed by Charles E. Sellier, starring Robert Brian Wilson, Britt Leach, Lana Quickly, and Lillian Chauvin.
Okay, Silent Night, Deadly Night, 1984. What do we like? What do we dig? What tickles our jingle bells?
I love that the story is so different from any slasher film I've ever seen.
Pom-pom, crazy.
Yeah.
It's like in my face.
Yeah, we see it.
Thought it was always night at the North Pole.
Well, not now. Right now, it's always day.
We see it from Billy's point of view from start to finish of this story, and
Yeah.
I love that it's from the point of view of the actual killer because we actually feel for Billy like throughout the movie, and I feel like this is unique in that we don't get to see that in most slashers.
We didn't get to see like Jason grow up or like, you know, Michael Myers grow up. Usually it's told by the point of view of the victims.
Yes.
It's like, oh, there's a legend around these parts. Because we see it from Billy's point of view, we sympathize with him.
We do. We
sort of
feel
do.
for him.
We're like, dude, we're like, I understand why he's doing what he's doing.
Yes.
Like, seriously. The movie starts out where they're visiting the Utah mental hospital to see
Where Grandpa is.
his grandpa, who's like catatonic. He won't talk. They're like, it's Christmas, let's go visit the old bag. And
Yeah.
his grandpa looks like the Gordon Fisherman. Like, if you ever see like, when you're eating like those
The fish? The guy on the fish box?
No, the guy in the fish stick box.
Oh, okay.
Fish sticks.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks like the Gordon Fisherman logo, kind of. He tells Billy, you better watch out. You know what Santa does. He's gonna go after you and...
He's gonna get you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something else, man.
It freaks Billy out. Billy's like, no, because like his parents weren't around, so he's telling his parents, no, when you guys walked off, Grandpa talked to me and he warned me about Santa. Turns out at the same time, there's a Santa in town holding up gas stations, shooting people, doing all this
Doing naughty
crazy
things.
stuff. Turns out that this robber Santa
Was into contact with Billy and his family on the road.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, a stranded motorist, let's help him out.
Yeah.
And turns out Billy's like, oh, listen, I'm telling you guys,
Don't stop.
this ain't good, this ain't good. And when they try to help this guy pulls his weapon out on the family, and Billy's parents
Taken out.
whacked.
Yeah. It's a really grim start. It's a really grim tone for the movie overall. But there are parts in it that kind of level out like the darkness because they add in like really Christmassy like songs and like they do like a toy store montage where he's like working there and all happy.
Oh, that's coming.
Yeah.
Cut to like the year, I think it's like 1974, and they're at some orphanage home. That's where Billy and I guess his brother Ricky had to go. It's still affecting Billy because Arts and Craft Day, he has like a bloody Santa and a bloody reindeer.
Yeah.
And all chopped up, and he's like, look what I did with my crayons, Miss Nun.
He's been through a lot.
Yo,
It's sad actually, yeah.
there's one nun that's really nice, and the other nun is a
Full crazy bitch.
total Karen before the word Karen existed.
Yes.
Like a Karen nun. Mother Superior, she's like, explain this, William.
Yeah.
Explain this drawing of which you did.
She's a great villain though.
Yeah, but I love how, like, it's obviously still affecting the kid. Like, he watches parents get killed by Santa, so every Christmas, it affects the kid that's being raised in this orphanage. And Mother Superior's like, he must stop with these crazy drawings. Like, I just love that. Like, she's like, let's not get the kid help.
I know.
But we also see Mother Superior. She, like, really punishes Billy for, like, everything he does wrong, even when he's, like, watching people get it on through the keyhole of the orphanage. Mother Superior is a huge cock blocker. She comes in and she's like, how dare you?
Yeah.
Starts whipping the guy. Like, is she whipping him in the ass?
I don't know. She's like hitting him with a belt.
I
think.
thought about that. Is she whipping him in the ass when he's naked?
I don't
mean,
know.
Dude, nothing breaks up a boner faster than an old lady nun walking into the room and smacking you with something.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, like, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Dude, the penis is confused. It's going like this.
Yeah. I think think it's trying to hide from her.
It's like, come on, let's get back to business here.
Yeah.
Mother Superior even goes as far as when Christmas does arrive, she's like, William will sit on Santa's lap. And he totally doesn't put up with that because Billy like gives him a left hook and
Sucker
knocks.
punches
Dude,
Santa.
he knocks this Santa on his ass. And that's the last thing we see from like Billy's childhood. It cuts to like, I think it's 10 years later again. Now it's like 1984 and we're at Ira's Toys where they try to get Billy a job at a toy store.
They do, yeah.
That was pretty cool. He's like, listen, this is a job for a man working at a toy store.
And then he catches sight of like Robert Brian Wilson, like all buff and like manly looking. He's like, "You're the guy for the job."
What is that though? He's like, listen, only manly men can.
I don't know. I guess he needed a strong guy there. I don't know.
I don't think he has what it takes to work at a toy shop,
Yeah.
man. At first, we think everything is going good.
Doing well, yeah.
There's like a montage where it's like working at a toy store.
The warm side of the door.
Yeah,
I
on the
love that
warm
song.
side of the door.
It's actually a nice montage. It's funny that it's in the movie like this, but it helps break up all the dark
It
moments.
reminds me
you
of
know?
like Full House or some sitcom
Yeah,
where it's like
something like that.
yeah, he's like lifting boxes and he's drinking his milk. He's like,
He's drinking his milk like Terry in Blood Rage. Yeah.
dude, what's with that coworker, that Joe Pesci type coworker that's like, listen, dude.
I don't know. He's a lot smaller than him, and he's picking on him, and,
Yeah.
and Billy's like taking it. He's just like, okay. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
His coworker's kind of giving him some crap. Turns out everything's all good until the Santa they had scheduled to go meet the kids at the store breaks his ankle like ice skating.
Yeah.
They're like, let's have Billy fill in. Which totally blows my mind. I guess the nun didn't fill in the
Manager
about
about
any
his
of Billy's
phobia of
past.
Santa. Yeah. I guess she wanted him to have like a clean start, and she thought he was okay.
But as the viewer, we know this, so we see all the Christmas decorations going up, and we see like the color red, the color green. We see like the look on Robert Brian Wilson's face.
Yeah, you feel bad for
But
him.
we're like, here we go. Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Once he was in the suit, I'm like, here we go.
Yeah.
Here comes the slasher
Yes.
movie. Oh, dude, I'm like, he's gonna snap in like a second.
And he does on Christmas Eve at their Christmas
Eddie
party.
Santa would have been better. You could have got Billy Bob Thornton. in
Yeah.
there,
God damn it.
and it would have been better than this
Yeah,
character.
then Robert Brian Wilson.
And then after, like, all these kids are sitting on his lap, it's Christmas Eve, I think. So the owner, he's like, time to get shit-faced.
Yeah.
And they all start
I
drinking.
like that actor. He's so funny.
They start chilling. I think Billy's actually drinking, like, something besides milk for once. I think he has a drink in
He
his
has
hand.
liquor, yeah.
This is where it goes down.
This is where the slasher fun like starts.
I do like how right before he snapped, though, he goes, you got to get home to your parents, right? And the manager said that to him, but he's like, oh, they're dead.
Yeah,
And
he's just like,
oh.
yeah, it was so funny because he was so drunk and it was such an awkward moment. He's like,
oh.
yeah.
Damn. I think the first person he takes out is that Joe Pesci
The
looking
Joe
coworker.
Pesci guy and the pretty coworker that he liked.
No, but we do get some cool kills in this movie. I mean, I think the first kill we see, he hangs some guy by Christmas lights.
The Christmas lights is cool, yeah.
We get some good gore stabbing scenes.
We do, and we also have Lana Quickly in this movie. He leaves the toy store, shows up at a random person's house.
Oh, yeah.
She's on a pool table, topless, making out with the guy from Halloween 6.
It's the guy from Halloween 6. The guy that's like, I bet you wear crotchless panties and bark like a dog.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was him for like the longest time.
I was like, that's him, yeah.
Oh, what the hell did he mean to when he was making out with Linnea? He's like 2 bull corner pocket.
I don't know. We were talking about that when we watched the movie.
Is
We were
he-
like, what is he saying?
Is he gonna stuff his 2 balls in her? I was like,
Yeah, we don't know.
I was like, would he get pleasure from that?
I don't know.
That would hurt my nuts.
Yeah.
Chestnuts roasting on a 2 bowl corner pockets. How about when she entered the door topless? I always wondered that too.
Yeah, she put on her little jean
takes
shorts,
time.
but
She takes time to put on the jean shorts, but she says, screw it with a bra and a
Yeah,
top. She's like, let's give the cat a show.
I thought it was it was weird that she was wearing these tiny little jean shorts.
I just want to look good for the boys.
Too, it looks like she's in the middle of like Camp Crystal Lake, not in Utah,
Yeah, it's
like during
snowing out
winter
there.
time. Yeah. It was funny choice of clothing. I understand why they did it, obviously,
But she
you know.
goes to check on her cat and then she runs into Billy. We do get a cool like reindeer antler stabbing.
That is a very cool scene.
I've never seen that done before.
Yeah.
And that is a pretty wild scene. That is a classic scene. And when I think of this movie, that pops right into my head. That Lana Quickly death scene.
I enjoy that too, and he gets in a scuffle with the boyfriend, which is pretty cool.
Oh, he throws him right out the window. That was pretty wild.
Yeah, and after he leaves Lana Quickly's house, he runs into these like bully sledding guys. They steal these sleds from these 2 other kids, and they're like being bullies. And the one guy's like, woo woo, like he's making like weird noises.
He did
and
that?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
he goes woo woo. You'll see what I'm talking about if you watch the movie. He's making like odd, like loud noises.
No,
It's supposed to be late
well,
Christmas Eve.
We do get a good decapitation scene too.
We
from
do,
that,
yeah,
so-
on the sledding.
On a
yeah.
sled, so it does fit the Christmas vibe.
It
too.
does, yeah.
A cool Easter egg, the horror fan or slasher fan out there, is we get Michael Myers Part 5, Don Shanks.
We do, in a Santa suit.
It's brief, it's real quick. They mistake Billy for this other Santa, and it's Don Shanks.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool for you, Michael Myers fan.
That was really cool, which is cool because we have Don Shanks and then we have the Halloween 6 guy in this. So
ooh.
2 Halloween franchise alumni in this movie, so that's pretty cool.
That's pretty wild. Yeah, so eventually,
Spoiler alert for those of you who don't know the ending of this movie.
Billy is on a killing spree with his red axe, going nuts, awesome slasher film style, winds up back at the orphanage now to take out Mother Bitch Superior.
Yeah.
Almost gets to her. I think the cops catch up
The
to
cops
Billy
catch him,
and
yeah.
take out Billy, and he's like, it's all good now. Santa's dead. Spoiler alert. But I do like how they ended it, where the kid's like, naughty.
I know, one of the kids is like, naughty.
One of the kids watching is now traumatized from that event, like just like Billy was traumatized with the
Yeah,
events
it's like
in his
a
life.
it's like a cycle,
So
yeah.
it's almost like, oh, here we go again. And then they play like...
Yeah, I have to say the music in this movie, I love like the score and I love the other songs they put in it. It's so Christmassy and creepy and cool.
They made it feel like a slasher film, and then they made it feel like winter. They did. And I feel like this film never got like the credit it deserved. It got pulled out of the theater in like a week because the soccer moms didn't like the trailer. So there was actually a protest about this film.
Yeah,
and
out in front of the theaters.
It did get ripped out of theaters in like, I think it was like a week. It got taken
It
out
was
of
pretty
theaters.
quickly, I think, yeah.
So yeah, like a lot of people didn't see it, which explains why when the sequel came around, they had to basically recap the whole movie because
A lot of people didn't know what was
a
going
lot
on.
of people didn't know what was going on. So I feel like it was always an underrated slasher film. Finally, in the last like 5 years, it got like a good release.
Yeah,
finally,
we have like
so.
a Blu-ray release of it.
Dude, I remember I had my bootleg version of this, and it was bad. Well, at the time, I thought it was good though. I was like, but looking back, and I'm like, oh, this is terrible.
Yeah.
It was like an underground film for a while, being passed around the convention circuit. So it's awesome that this film exists. It's awesome that it finally got a good release. It has a cult following for sure.
Yeah, it's perfect for this time of year. We love this slasher film. It's so good. Do you have any dislikes for this?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your dislike?
I would like to see Mother Superior get hers.
I was gonna say that too. Yeah.
Yeah, like Sister Margaret was sweet though.
Yeah.
I like the other nun.
I liked her too. Yeah.
But seriously, dude, she tied the kid down to the bed at one point. I'm like, dude, that's terrible. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the hell? I mean, were there no laws in the 70s?
I guess they didn't care. That was
Like-
awful, but
Yeah, so
yeah.
it would be cool to see Sister, that Mother Superior get hers. Like,
Yeah.
he should have killed her, and then the cop should have killed him.
Yeah.
But that
I guess
would-
they thought it was too much to kill an old lady nun
right.
in the movie.
That would have been a whole nother protest.
Yeah,
Like,
they would do it nowadays. They definitely would do it nowadays.
No.
But they didn't do it back then.
Those soccer moms got mad at this film because the
Yeah.
trailer. Can you imagine like Terrifier and stuff
Oh,
out now?
people still got mad about that, I think.
No,
this
there
year,
was just
yeah.
a warning outside.
Yeah.
I think, but-
No, people were
Art the
protesting a little
Art
bit.
the Clown was Christmas this year.
Yeah, it was Terrifier 3, which was cool. Check it out if you haven't
Goddamn.
seen it. Yeah.
That and From.
Yeah, check out both. Yeah,
It's a good-
very good.
it's a
From
good
is a good
show.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
We hope you guys are having a happy
keep plugging
holidays.
From for
I
no
know.
reason.
We like that show. It's awesome. My final score, I'm gonna go and jump into our final thoughts of Silent Night, Deadly Night. I'm gonna give Silent Night, Deadly Night an 8 out of 10 because
Yeah.
I love this movie. We watch it every Christmas. It's a different slasher. It's a very unique slasher, and not only does it have cool gore and music and just overall like cinematography and everything else, but it tells an awesome story and it gets you behind the villain and you kind of feel bad for the villain of the story because you see why he becomes that way. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
I agree with you. I think it's fair score 8 out of 10. I'll go with that.
Okay.
It's 8 out of 10.
Okay, we agree.
For all the reasons you said, it's an awesome slasher. It's a unique way to tell a story that like slashers usually didn't tell it from that point of view before. We still get the 80s gore effects, just like
Practical effects.
all our other favorite films, plus original stuff with the antlers.
Yeah, I like that
thought
too.
that was awesome. It's a great movie. It's underrated. There's like 5 or 6 sequels, but I feel like the original is head and shoulders above all
The
of them.
best one.
I mean, I say 6 because wasn't there like a loosely based
There was a
remake?
loosely based reboot, yeah, Silent Night,
Yeah.
which is it's a good movie. Like that one's a good one too. So if you haven't checked that out, check
there's
that out.
5 Silent Night Deadly Nights, and one of them has Bill Moseley, part 3.
Part 3.
And then one of them follows the story of Ricky, part 2. Garbage Day.
Yeah, Garbage Day.
Yeah, when I think of Silent Night Deadly Night, I would recommend the original one. I mean,
Yes.
the sequels, they're fun, but they're nowhere near as good a film as the original.
I
So-
agree. Make sure you guys are checking out Silent Night, Deadly Night.
And have a happy holidays.
Yeah.
And like and subscribe, and if you don't, Santa is gonna crap under your tree.
Yeah. Happy holidays, everybody.
Merry Christmas.